Today we do a cooling, calming flow. Let's take care of the mamas. Today's flow is based upon a Chandra Namaskar or Moon Salutation, which is meant to be calming, soothing, cooling. It can be done at any stage in pregnancy, and it's best done in the evening before bedtime to help you fall asleep, but it can be done any time of day when you just need a little bit of soothing, calming energy. It's followed by a brief pranayama or breathing practice, which is also designed to create balance in the body. If you enjoy this video, please like, subscribe, or leave a comment. And don't forget to check out my Patreon page. The link is in the description. Begin in a wide-legged child's pose. If you are experiencing any nausea or heartburn, or if there's too much strain on your low back, you may also sit upright on your heels or on a block. As you breathe in deeply, see if you can feel your ribs expanding outward. Let your exhales be soft and passive. Begin to slowly walk your hands in toward you to come to hands and knees. Bring the hips to a line directly over your knees. And then walk your hands out in front of you several feet, allowing your chest to lower toward the ground. This provides a powerful heart opener and a nice stretch to the underarms and ribs. This upper body stretch can feel very good for anyone experiencing the shortness of breath that can often occur in pregnancy. Hug your baby to your spine as you slowly walk your hands in toward your body, returning to hands and knees. Take 2 rounds of cat-cow here, inhaling as you round your spine toward the ground, letting the chest reach forward, and exhale as you round your spine to the ceiling, letting the head and tailbone drop. After your second set of cat-cows, inhale your right arm to the sky, letting your chest and shoulder open, and as you exhale, bring your right arm down and weave it underneath your left, coming to rest your weight on your right shoulder. Continue to breathe deeply into your ribs here. On an exhale, push gently through your left arm to return to hands and knees, and take 2 more rounds of cat-cow here on your own breath. After your second set of cat-cow, inhale your left arm to the ceiling, allowing the shoulder and chest to open. As you exhale, bring your left arm down and weave it underneath your right, coming to rest on your left shoulder. Inhaling deeply into your ribs, expanding them outward in all directions. As you exhale, push gently through your right arm and return to hands and knees, taking 2 more rounds of cat and cow. Come to be seated with your legs stretched out in front of you, taking care to keep your spine long. Bend your right knee and settle it into your groin. Swing your left leg behind you, letting the top of the foot rest on the floor. Walk your left fingertips in front of you and your right fingertips behind, pressing gently into your fingers as you inhale. Let the crown of your head reach up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, hug your baby to your spine and gently twist over your right thigh. Release your fingertips and let your torso float back to the front. Place your left hand on your left hip and start to roll your pelvis forward and back, Try to make this motion come from the hip joint. The idea is to bring some space and fluidity into your pelvis. Swing both legs back around in front of you. Gently shake out your knees and roll your ankles. And we'll take the other side. Bend your left knee and settle it into your groin, swinging your right leg behind you so that the top of the foot comes to the floor. Walk your right fingertips in front of you and your left fingertips behind you, pressing gently into the ground. As you inhale, let the crown of your head reach up towards the ceiling. And on your exhale, hug your baby to your spine as you gently twist toward your left thigh. Let your torso float back around to the front and place your right hand on your right hip, starting to roll your pelvis forward and back, taking care that this movement originates from the hip joint rather than from the low back pushing forward and back. Come to your hands and knees. If you're using blocks, place them in the tallest position at the top of the mat now. Tuck your back toes and gently press into your finger pads and palms as you lift your tailbone to the sky for downward facing dog. Make this a fluid downward facing dog. You may bend one knee, then the next. Gently wave your hips side to side, or take any other movement that feels nurturing to you. Take 3 to 5 long breaths here. On an exhale, begin to walk the feet in towards the hands and place your hands on the blocks. Take one inhale here, letting the spine be long. As you exhale, bend the knees, lower the tailbone, and slowly walk your hands up your thighs. Inhale your arms overhead, bringing the palms to touch. Exhale your hands to your heart center. As you inhale, circle your arms down and then overhead, bringing the palms to touch. And let the hands fall back behind your head. Let the underarms and chest face the ceiling. As you exhale, fold forward and bring your hands to your blocks. Inhale here with a long spine, and then exhale as you step back to hands and knees. Taking 2 more rounds of cat-cow on your own breath. Returning to hands and knees, and heel your right foot to the sky. The knee is bent and the thigh is parallel to the floor. If you feel stable here, you might extend your left arm forward, bringing the forearm to the level of the ear. Hug your baby to your spine to protect your low back. You may choose to increase the chest and hip opening by reaching your left arm back to find your right foot. As you exhale, return your left hand to the floor and step your right foot through between your hands, bringing your hands to blocks. Tuck your back toes and engage your pelvic floor as you step your left foot forward to meet your right. Bend the knees and lower your tailbone, walking your hands up your thighs. Inhale your arms overhead and allow the palms to touch. Let the hands fall back behind your head and your chest, and your underarms face the sky. As you exhale, return your hands to your heart center. Inhale and circle your arms down and up, bringing the palms to touch. Let the hands fall behind you, opening your underarms and your chest to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward, bring your hands to your blocks. And then step back to hands and knees, taking 2 rounds of cat-cow on your own breath. From a hands and knees position, inhale the left foot to the ceiling. The knee is bent, the thigh is parallel to the floor. Reach your right arm in front of you, bringing the forearm to the level of the ear. You may increase the chest and hip opening by reaching your right arm back to your left foot. As you exhale, return your right hand to the ground and step your left foot through between your hands, bringing your hands to blocks. Tuck your back toes and engage your pelvic floor as you step your right foot forward to meet your left. Allow a slight bend in the knees, lower the tailbone, walk your hands up your thighs, and inhale your arms overhead, bringing the hands to touch. Let the hands fall back behind you, opening your chest to the ceiling. And as you exhale, return your hands to your heart center. Inhale your arms overhead and bring the palms to touch, letting the hands fall back behind your head and the chest open to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward, bring your hands to blocks. Have a long spine here. And then continue forward, stepping back to downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg up and step it forward between your hands. Of course, there may be a baby in the way, so simply let the right foot fall where it will. Lower your back knee down, take your hands to your blocks, and scoot your right foot forward until it falls between your hands. With a long spine, bend the right knee to carry you into a low lunge. Stretch your right arm directly out behind you, letting the shoulder and chest open, and let your left arm stretch in the opposite direction. As you exhale, return your hands to blocks. Tuck your back toes as you lift the knee off the mat. Spin your back foot to 90 degrees or parallel with the back edge of your mat. Walk your hands up your legs to arrive in your Warrior Two. Take a moment here to be sure that your right heel is aligned with your left instep. Flip your right palm and reach your right hand directly up, reaching up first, then tipping over your back leg for your reverse warrior. Exhale, return to your Warrior Two. Straighten your right leg and come into your triangle pose by reaching your right hand over the right foot and then hinging at the pelvis, bringing your right hand down to a block, to your foot or to your calf. Let your chest unwind towards the ceiling as you reach your left arm up. Hug your baby to your spine as you lift your chest upright, and pivot your right foot so that it becomes parallel to your left and you're in a wide-legged stance. Hug the baby to your spine as you hinge forward, and then bring your palms to the ground. Turn your toes to be aligned with the corners of the mat, or roughly 45 degrees, and then bend your left knee, walking your hands over towards your right extended leg, bringing a deep stretch into that left side body. Walk your hands back in towards center, and now bend your right knee, keeping your left leg extended, and walk your hands over to your left extended leg. Come back through center, bend your left knee. The right leg remains extended as you walk your hands over to your right extended leg. And one last time, begin to walk your hands through center as you bend your right knee and walk your hands over to your left extended leg. As you exhale, come back through center. Place your hands on your hips. Hug your baby to your spine as you inhale back to a standing position. Heel toe your feet back together and come to stand at the front of your mat. Bringing your hands to the small of your back. Bring a slight back bend only to your upper back, just letting the chest gently kiss the ceiling. Release the back bend and bring your hands to your sides. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, bring the palms to touch. Let the hands fall back behind your head as you reach your chest and underarms to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward to a long spine with your hands on your blocks. And then continue folding forward, bringing your hands to the ground as you step back to your downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up, and as you exhale, step it forward between your hands. Lower the right knee down, scoot your foot forward, bring your hands to your blocks. Take a moment to square your hips, and then with a long spine, bend your left knee to carry you into your low lunge. Reaching your left arm back behind you and your right arm in front of you. Breathe deeply into your heart space here. Exhale, bring your hands to your blocks. Tuck your back toes as you lift the knee off the ground and spin the back foot to 90 degrees. Walking your hands up your thighs to arrive in Warrior Two, making certain that the left heel lines up with the right instep. Flip your left palm. Reach your arm towards the ceiling, reaching directly up first with a long spine, then you start to tip over the back leg for your reverse warrior. Exhale, return to your Warrior Two. Straighten your left leg. Reach your left hands over your left foot as you hinge at the pelvis, bringing your left arm down to a block, to your foot or to your calf. Let your chest unwind towards the ceiling as you reach your right arm up. Hug your baby to your spine as you inhale your torso upright. Pivot your body so that you're facing the side of the mat with your toes at 45 degrees. Hug your baby in as you lower you down halfway and then continue forward, bringing your hands to the ground. Bend your right knee and walk your hands over to your left extended leg. Come back through center, bending your left knee. Walk your hands to your right extended leg. Breathing deeply into that left side body. Bring your hands back through center, and one more time, bend the right knee as you walk your hands to your left leg. Breathe deeply into your right side body. Come back through center, and one last time, bend your left knee, walking your hands to your right extended leg. Returning through center, hug your baby in with your hands on your hips. Inhale your torso upright. Heel toe your feet in together and come to stand at the front of your mat. Bring your hands to your low back and give yourself a slight back bend, letting the chest face the ceiling. Exhale, release your back bend and come to find a seated, comfortable cross-legged position on your mat. We're going to do a breathing exercise now, so take a moment, take a few deep breaths, maybe roll your shoulders forward and back and settle into a comfortable seat. Take your first two fingers on your right hand and place them between your eyes, on your brow. Gently occlude your right nostril with your right thumb. Breathe in through the left nostril. Gently occlude the left nostril with your right index finger, and then release your right nostril, exhaling out the right. Now we'll reverse this. Inhale through the right nostril. Gently occlude the right nostril with your right thumb. Release the left nostril and exhale out the left. Repeat this sequence as many times as you like on your own, inhaling through the left, exhaling through the right, then inhale through the right, and exhale through the left. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, please like, subscribe, or leave a comment. Let me know what worked for you, what didn't, what you'd like to see in the future. And don't forget to check out my Patreon page. The link is in the description. Thank you.